Here are the badges that need to be removed for 2K24, in my opinion. First one, Limitless Takeoff. Man, I think everyone in the whole community has been calling for this badge's head. I think we're just sick of it. I think we're sick of all the quick drops. Obviously, Mike Wayne said quick drops are gone for next year. That's awesome. Woohoo. Very happy about that. And I don't want to spend too much time talking about it, but I just feel like between the ratings of vertical, driving dunk, and then the actual dunk packages or styles of dunk that you choose, that should be what determines how far you can take off from the basket. And there should be certain dunks where, here's something too. Back in the day, if you used to take off from the free throw line, you did the free throw line dunk. That dunk actually was really good if they tried to reach at you at the free throw line, because you can get like an and one basically dunk at that point for free. So it was really good in those situations. But if someone was waiting for you at the basket and you took off from the free throw line, you actually kind of lost your ability to go for contact dunks. If you took off from that far, you would take off from that far and then he'd meet you at the rim and he'd probably block you if he was a good defender, which was the penalty for taking off from that far. So it was actually a gamble. If you take off from far away, yeah, you might beat the guards, you might beat the people with the foot speed that are trying to keep up with you, but you're not going to beat the 7'2" center waiting for you in there like Dikembe Mutombo. That guy's, he's going to clean your clock. Other badges. This is going to be selfish. I'm letting you guys know right now. I'm just talking I've been missing my pure slasher, so it is what it is. My opinion, I think Pogo sticks got to go. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of that badge. I think if you want to jump faster after jumping, if you want to be able to do continuous jumps, part of that should be in your block rating. If you have a 99 block, you should be able to jump a little bit more, a little bit faster. That's fine. I got no problem with that, right? And maybe you can make that your vertical too. Like if your vertical's higher, maybe you're more athletic and so on and so forth, right? Or maybe your speed ties into it or your acceleration ties into it. I don't care how they want to do it. Those can be things. And also make it a skill thing. It already is kind of a thing where if you hold triangle for longer, your guy goes for more aggressive blocks. Why not just make it so if you tap it, you can just sort of do like a little mini hop, like a I'm trying not to foul you type of hop, right? Where you hold the left stick kind of away from the defender and you just kind of jump just to give a little contest. Do that. And then you can jump real quick out of that. So if I'm doing all the pump fakes down low, you can kind of do that hop down there. But that hop, the weakness, the counter to that hop, so centers can't just spam it. If you try to do that hop, but then you got like a pure slasher running full speed and you do the little baby hop, then you're gonna get posterized. That incentivizes you to go for a much bigger hop, hold it longer, and then the counter game starts up where you actually have to know, am I going for the dunk or am I gonna try to do like maybe like a hop step around you or pump fake and let you fly by and then go up? That's part of the skill gap in my opinion. Just my opinion. You could have a different opinion. That's totally fine. I respect it. Vice grip and killer combos. Now, to be honest with you, I think killer combos should stay in the game. I think they just should make it better, like how it used to be, or like badges so they were similar to it used to be. I think badges that modify or make you be able to dribble tighter or be able to, make you dribble like a little bit faster, or in certain situations help you combo better. I'm good with badges like that. I just feel like it was underpowered to the extent of people were even asking at the beginning of the year if it even did anything, and later on we kind of figured out as a community, like, yeah, it does something. It's not amazing, but it helps a little bit, and you can tell the people that have it versus don't have it to a certain extent. So, collectively we just kind of gave it a pass, but it was an underpowered badge. And Vice Grip, personally, only thing I found that Vice Grip did for me was when I went for a lob, my dude would catch the lobs. He'd catch the pass a little cleaner. That's about it. Other than that, I didn't see Vice Grip pop up for anything. Didn't help me catch the pass in transition. Didn't help me really do anything. So, not a big fan of Vice Grip, especially for it being like a tier 2 or tier 3 badge in a lot of cases. Guard up is a brilliant idea, horrible execution. Love the idea of having a hand down, man down type of badge where it's like Deadeye is like if the defender is running at you late and he's running straight on. That's Deadeye, right? Helps you counter that, like a Kobe badge. Okay, cool. Blinders, that's like the guards of nowadays generation. If you're on the side trying to get a contest, they're ignoring you. They're still shooting that ball. Like the Steph Currys, the Damian Lillards when they're doing those side steps. Shooting it. Great idea for a badge. Keep the badge in the game. Guard up. Okay, that's like a T-Mac type of badge. You know, he hits you, or Carmelo type of badge. Think about Carmelo. All those up fakes he did in the post. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he finally would shoot it. Right? If you had your hand down, because maybe you're trying not to get a foul, or maybe you're trying to stop him from going to the basket, that's your first priority. You're not trying to like give him an open shot, but this is where like this would stop a ghost contest from happening, is the idea of the badge. But again, horrible execution on it this year, so it should be removed, or just revamped, or like something different should happen with guard up. It should not be the same for next year. Great idea, bad execution. Moving on. The bully badge. This one, oh man, I got so excited at the beginning of this year when they announced there was a bully badge, because they do this every year. They say strength is gonna matter this year. Oh my God, strength. If you don't have strength, you're gonna be be regretting it this year if you don't have strength. And every single year, strength for me as a guard just doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. And this year, I don't feel like was an exception to that. Like, don't get me wrong. If you're in the post, strength matters a little bit, backing people down. If you're a defender, helps you clamp up a little better. Actually, funny enough, helps you get bump steals in my experience, if you have a little more strength. So as a defender, it definitely has uses, but like, honestly, as an offensive player, I've never seen strength do anything for me that's been, other than like a 99 strength post score. Offensively, I've never seen strength really do anything for me in my particular play style. But the way they were advertising it, they were like, the way Paul George gets to the basket, the way LeBron gets to the basket, you know, the way those types of guards that, you know, can kind of shove people off him and hit the lay, that's what bully was gonna be. I think, here's what I think, to be honest with you. I think the animations looked really good this year for what bully was. I just think that it needs to be on command. You trigger it. The same way like going for a poster. It's now on command. It's up, down, and whether it's a good idea or not, you're gonna go for a contact dunk, and if it's a bad idea, you're gonna get either taken out of the animation or you're gonna miss badly, right? They should do that same thing for bully. Whether it's a good idea or not, maybe it's down up, maybe it's, you know, double right, double left. You give me something, diagonal, spin in a circle, I don't know, give me something, triple right, bam, bam, bam. Now it's a strong, you know, whatever, combo, but you're going for that bully animation. I think that would be a good implementation of it, right? Especially because what it could do, it could have like a double, you know, like a double meaning to the badge. It could, the first purpose, like obviously the defender is smaller than you. If you're a 6'9", a 6'8", and you got like a 6'1" guard trying to get on you, could sort of use that to protect the ball, so you're not gonna get stripped, and then take your 2 steps, 1, 2, while also kind of shoving him off you. That's realistic basketball. Right? If he doesn't take a charge, he doesn't do anything like that, he's just trying to run and strip the ball, and you kind of get him off you like that, and you get an easy lay. 0 contest, easy lay going in on like a gold or Hall of Fame bully, right? But the second thing, against centers, and this could be like a really good practical application of it, I also think they should tune Acrobat to have something like this in Acrobat. Real life, like people who do layups, they will, I forget what it's called because I'm not really like that well versed in my basketball language in real life, to be honest with you guys. I could use for a tune-up, but there's a certain step. There's like a veer step, or like a step into the defender that you can do to basically, you know, as you're gathering the ball, you're also making sure the defender doesn't have all his like momentum or strength going towards the ball. Like he doesn't have a good angle to block the ball. You take your veer step into him, right? And then you sort of take your next step or your next 2 steps or whatever you have left to sort of then create your shot with the layup. And if the defender jumps at the wrong time, you essentially have an open layup and you have full control over the ball. And bully could function like that. There could be a version of it that's sort of like that. If you're jumping at the wrong time, you're not respecting the steps, the gather, the footwork, right? And you should only be able to get bully not only if you have high strength, but you should also have to have a certain layup rating. You shouldn't be able to get a 70 layup and have bully. I don't think. If it's directly tied to your layups, or even if they tie it to your dunks, there are bully dunks too. I wouldn't mind there being bully dunks in the game where it's you can take like your 1-2 and then dunk after throwing someone off you. You have to have at least like an 85 dunk or an 85 layup could get you maybe like silver. right? And then if you have like a 90, 91, 92, 93, then it's gold, and a 99 in either category would be like Hall of Fame. And that would be a really cool application of it. Could make the badge feel a lot better right there, change everything around, and just basically re-implement it in a way that makes sense. And again, this year I feel like it was really cool that they added it. It was a really cool concept. I just feel like I wanted it more out of it for a tier 3 badge. Like, cause every category, there was no one who got the badge for cheaper than a tier 3. That means like this is your like marquee badge. This is like the posterizer of the layup world. Like this is your go-to badge. I just didn't feel like it was that effective. It was never worth using it over Limitless Takeoff, using it over Slithery Finisher, using it over Posterizer. Never one time did it come into question from me about any of those badges. And all I want for next year, if they put it in, I want there to be a question like, ooh, it's so good. I have to actually think about, do I want to use it alongside one of these other badges? Do I want to take off one of these badges to put that one on? That's all I want. I want it to at least have a second thought for it to still be in the game and for still be tier 3. Otherwise, maybe move it down to tier 2 or tier 1 and then spruce it up a little bit. Don't make it overpowered if it's tier 1. Maybe keep it tier 2, right? Something to where like how strong Relentless Finisher is. Something like right there in that range. You know what I mean? But you know, just something gives you a little boost, a little something, and now it's worth thinking about again. That's all you guys would really have to do to spice it up. There's a couple other badges that have been debated about. I just want to give a quick input. I'm gonna go over badges that I really love that they shouldn't take out in a future video. Real quick input on Bailout badge. I think they should keep Bailout. I don't see a problem with Bailout. It's a great badge. If you don't like the badge, I think you're entitled to your opinion. I don't want to discredit you or invalidate your feelings, but I differ in my feelings towards it. I honestly think there are people in real life at a really high level throw Bailout passes, and that's a real function. I think back to Derrick Rose double clutching in the air and then passing to Joakim Noah down low. He fake passed once, twice in the air, then passed it. That was athleticism mixed with really good point guard skill. You're not gonna tell me you haven't seen Rajon Rondo go up in the air and then halfway into a layup pass out. Or you know, White Chocolate do the same thing, or Magic Johnson, or even LeBron, right? You know, you're not gonna tell me you don't remember that play where Kobe was going up for a layup and then he wrapped it around the defender's body at the last second and threw that bounce pass to his center that was trailing, or his power forward, I forget. It's been too many years since I watched Kobe highlights, but you see what I'm saying? Like, that should be a function of the game. I just think bronze shouldn't allow you to throw it all the way cross court. Like, you shouldn't be able to go all the way up into like a fading 3. You're off your, the wrong foot fading. You're all the way sideways in the air, and then you throw it all the way from the right corner to the left corner on the money dime pass with bronze. I think that's a function of gold or Hall of Fame. That should be. I like if I see someone throw that pass and then I find out later they had like a 93 pass accuracy and like gold Bailout, we'll feel much happier with that. Or 99 a Hall of Fame. Ooh, good for them. They should be able to bail out of stupid stuff if they put it on Hall of Fame. Just my opinion. Just because it happens in real life, there's real people, and you still should have to sacrifice for the badge. It should stay a tier 2. Should not go to a tier 1. I think tier 3 would be gassing it a little bit just because there's so many other badges like handles for days and stuff like that. But just wanted to weigh in. Heard a lot of people calling for, Bailout to be out of the game. I think it should stay in the game. That's just me personally, right? And you guys are entitled to your opinion, which, by the way, I want to hear down below. Comment what badges you think should be out of the game. Do you disagree with me and my takes on this? Do you agree with some of the takes I made today? Do you feel like there's other badges that need to go? Leave a comment down below. As always, like the video and subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm out of here.